So, I made a video literally 2 days ago thanking you guys for 100 subscribers, and now I'm almost at 800 subscribers. You guys are fucking awesome. What else can I fucking say? And I'm almost at 10k TikTok. Like, it might happen today. But anyways, I was a fucked up kid. I used to get into fights in elementary school and shit all the fucking time. It was becoming kind of a problem. If you're new to my channel and don't know how this works, basically I choose a topic before the video starts, and whatever topic that is, I just talk about that topic, and whatever game I'm playing, I just play that game while I talk about that topic. You know what? Let's spice things up a little bit. Let's play Raid Fire Mosh Pit. Why the fuck not? But anyways, I was a fucked up kid. I used to get into fights in elementary school all the fucking time, and I used to make up the most bullshit excuses why I got into these fights. I used to make up a lot of bullshit excuses, but there was one excuse that was worse than all of the others. I was so fucked up as a kid, and I was such a good liar. One time I got into a fight over some kid in elementary school over like soccer, and I looked at my dad and I told him, "Dad, I fought him because he was making fun of an autistic person." And listen, I know how fucked up that sounds. Don't get me wrong, okay? Like, I completely understand how fucked up that is. But you have to understand where I'm coming from. Let me give you some like context about why I fought this kid and why I said that. Okay, first off, everyone in elementary school, like at least all the boys, know that in elementary school, every school has that like sport where everyone plays at lunch. My school, it was fucking soccer. Other schools, it's a completely different sport. Whatever sport that is, because there's always that one sport. Whatever sport that is, boys take that shit like they are going to war. And listen, all the boys will understand. When you lose that game at lunch, you are depressed for the entire rest of the fucking day. You go into your room, you start bumping some Marvin's Room or some other simp song. A little tear runs down your face. You're thinking about all those mistakes you made in the game today. You're like, I let everyone down. I let my teammates down. I let myself down. I let my parents down. I let my school down. Your mom calls you for dinner. You're like, fuck you, mom. I don't deserve dinner today. Literally all you can think about is what you're gonna do in the game tomorrow and what you're gonna do on that fucking field or that court. I mean, no exaggeration at all. I'd come home after losing the game at lunch. I would just stare at the ceiling. I would just go to my room. I'd blast some like sad song. A little tear would run down my face, and I'd just be like, bro, I fucking suck. I let everyone down. This is how serious this shit is in elementary school. Every day at lunch is like game 7 of the NBA finals. And so anyways, I was playing soccer with this kid, right? And we start talking shit to each other, okay? And I don't even remember what I said to start it, because listen, I definitely fucking started it. I don't know how I started it, but I definitely started it. I remember we were talking shit to each other, and he goes, oh yeah? At least I'm not shit at soccer. And first off, I was not shit at soccer. I was picked first every fucking time. Don't get it wrong. In elementary school, you can't let that shit slide. You gotta defend yourself. What did I do? I looked at this kid, and I just threw this kid on the fucking ground, and I just started kicking him. It was a different time in elementary school. In elementary school, everyone is scrawny. Nowadays, I'm scrawny. I know that, okay? But in elementary school, everyone's already scrawny, so everyone has like an equal playing field over everyone. But I was more athletic than all the other kids, so I could fuck those other kids up in elementary school. Now, I'd get fucked up. But back then, I could talk the talk and walk the walk. So I just threw this kid on the fucking floor, and I just start kicking him. Obviously, the school calls my fucking dad and gives them their side of the story and shit. And I get in a car with my dad, and my dad is pissed. My dad is fucking pissed. I'm in this car with my dad, and he says to me, he goes, why the fuck would you get into a fight in elementary school? What the fuck are you doing? You're gonna be grounded for a month. You're not gonna have your Xbox for a month. And as a kid, I'm not gonna lose my Xbox for a month. Are you kidding me? That's like going to hell for a month. I'm thinking about my like scenarios, and I'm thinking, what the fuck can I say? What can I say to my dad that will give me like a justification in fighting this kid? And by the way, add some context. I don't know why, but I was such a fucking good liar in elementary school, and like when I was a little kid, it was insane. So I'm thinking about what I can say, and first thing that comes into my mind, and something that I know is gonna work, I look at my dad and I tell him, Dad, he was making fun of an autistic person. I had to. Listen to me. I know how fucked up that is now, and I wouldn't do that now. But first off, I'm not getting into fights nowadays because I get my ass fucking beat. But anyways, I tell my dad this. He looked at me like I was Bruce Wayne, and I just revealed that I was fucking Batman. Like, this guy looked at me like I was a fucking war hero. And he goes, son, I am so proud of you. You had every right to fight this kid. I am so proud that you did this. First off, I never told my dad that I fought this kid just because I wanted to fight this kid. To this day, I have not told my dad that it was because some guy was talking shit about my soccer skills. And now that I'm thinking about it, I got into so many more fights after that. I don't know how the fuck I wasn't suspended. Can they suspend you in elementary school? I don't even know. I don't know if my school was just ghetto or some shit, but we had so many fights at our school. I've had way more fights at my elementary elementary school than like middle school and high school combined. But my elementary school couldn't have been ghetto. I literally live in Burbank. There's no fucking way my elementary school could have been ghetto. In my elementary school, there was fights literally every day. I also fought another kid because of soccer. And this story is so fucked up. So I was in 5th grade and we were playing soccer. And as I said, soccer's taken so fucking seriously at our school. And I remember this kid was getting mad because we were just fucking smoking his fucking team. First off, this kid was bad at soccer. So like, this guy wasn't gonna do shit. He was bad at soccer. He was kind of fat too. And he was just unathletic. So if this guy tried to fight me, it was over. Like, I was really athletic for an elementary school student, okay? So he keeps like getting more mad and more angry. And all of a sudden, he tries to like throw me to the ground or some shit. I completely reversed him, threw him to the ground. Honestly, I kind of felt bad for this kid because he was so unathletic. So I didn't even continue after that. Like, when I get into a fight in elementary school, I would just continue. Like, I would just nonstop. Obviously, I wasn't throwing like haymakers or anything. It was more like wrestling and shit like that. I've gotten into a lot of fights, but I don't think I ever threw a punch in elementary school. But like this guy, I just didn't even try. And he just kept coming up and trying to throw me to the ground. And I just kept reversing him, throwing him back to the ground. Reverse, throw back to the ground. Reverse, throw back to the ground. After like the 5th time I did this, he was crying. He was bawling his eyes out. But the kid had heart. He kept coming up and trying to fucking throw me to the ground. And it never worked. He did this like 10 times and it never worked. And now that I think about it, 10 fucking times in the supervisors, like the yard supervisors that you have in elementary school, I don't know if they were just like eating their popcorn watching this shit happen. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. After like the 10th time I did this to this guy, they finally broke it up, right? And they separate us and they bring us back to our 5th grade teacher. And I'm expecting my 5th grade teacher to come down fucking hard on me. This was my first fight in 5th grade, I think, because most of my fights came when I was like 3rd or 4th grade. I was expecting this guy to come down hard on me. But the first thing that this guy said was so fucked up. Even me being a 5th grader and looking back on it now, I remember thinking, God damn, why the fuck would you say that? He looks at me and he looks at the other kid. And the other kid was like crying and his fucking eyes out at this point. And he's got some like dirt everywhere. And I look like nothing fucking happened to me. He looks at me and he looks at the other kid. And the first thing he said to us was, damn, I think we know who won this fight. I swear to God, this is a true story. And even me being a 5th grader was like, damn, bro, you can't say that. That's fucked up, man. Even after I just beat the fuck out of this other kid, like, I was like, damn, bro, you can't say that, man. You're supposed to be his teacher. You can't be fucking saying that. How fucked up is that? The first thing that our teacher said was, damn, I think we know who won this fight. And now that I think about it, after that, nothing really happened to me. I feel like if I did that nowadays, I would be at least suspended for sure. I don't know how I never got suspended. Maybe they can't suspend you in elementary school. I don't know how that shit works. But I fought so many fucking times. I think our school just was okay with it because, I mean, everyone was fighting. It was all, at least all the guys were fighting. And it wasn't like play fighting. Like, this was some real fucking shit. I never threw punches, but I remember this one time, this kid got beat up so bad, his nose fucking broke. Both of those kids showed up to school the next day. Both of them. The kid who fucked that guy up and the other kid both showed up to school the next day. I literally live in Burbank, California. My school isn't supposed to be ghetto. My school is supposed to be like the prime example of like a safe neighborhood, safe environment where you bring your children and like people are happy that their children go there. But that just wasn't the case. Our school was like a prison, I swear to God. But that's probably gonna be it for the video today. And again, I just want to thank you guys because I'm still a relatively new channel. This channel has literally only been going for not even 2 weeks yet. And I've already got almost 800 subscribers on YouTube and over 10,000 on TikTok. Like, what can I say? You guys are fucking amazing. And if you did like this video, please subscribe because I'm gonna be producing this content like all the fucking time. And that's about it. See you in the next one, guys.